Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Kingdom of Sol playthrough that I am doing. Thank you for coming back and watching episode 2. We are going to pick right back up where we left off. We are right here at the archaeology site. So it looks like that there are tunnels and something is still digging beneath the surface here. Using what planet was that? It was on Epsilon Indy, but one of the planets there has a massive cave system with something still digging below. So we're gonna go ahead and start back up, and we're gonna keep digging. There's a negative 40% chance of a breakthrough. It is a 4 difficulty, so it can have different difficulty value, and will likely get tougher. So there are bonuses for breaking through. So we're gonna just keep digging and hopefully nobody dies. That's the goal. So I'm gonna go ahead and push unpause there, keep going. And again, thank you to Araceli, Tyler, and Ryan for subscribing. They are my science officers and explorers. And if you would like to become a science officer or explorer within my empire, or an admiral or a general, let me know in the comments below. I will continue to update those every episode, and just kind of update them and keep going. So thank you for if you subscribe and leave a comment below. All right, so I've got Trappist being surveyed. Oh no, you're not doing anything. You're being a waste, just sitting there. So we'll go ahead and continue to survey the system. My construction ships are being useless at the moment. They're not doing anything. Alright, I haven't come across any primitives or anything like that. I am going to go ahead. Other science ships that I have. Traditions, so I can either do leader experience increase by 25% or research station up. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one for now, so my leaders grow faster. It says during the survey of Aral 3, the HMS Goddard discovered several exotic gases previously unknown to us. These gases have a variety of different uses, particularly in the operation of advanced energy-based weaponry and force fields. Some of these gases can also be used as starship fuel or even recreational drugs. While we do not yet possess the means to extract these resources, we should seriously consider establishing control of the system for future exploitation. That is something we definitely will do. That's Era 3, so we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead. I'm gonna build a station at Trappist, and I'm also gonna build a station at Area 3. So Arai. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Alright. So construction ship, you come build, actually just continue to build star bases through here. Ooh, can't build one. So soon, as soon as I get some more unity or influence, I will build some more star bases. What is with Earth right now? So what have I got going on here? I have worker unemployment. I have 3 unemployed.
Here we see a breakdown of this planet's population.
So what I'm going to do is add some jobs for these people. It adds 5 clerk jobs for commercial zones. I'm going to go ahead and add some commercial zones to it. Also going to go ahead and add some
system survey complete.
Don't have any specialists or nobles that are unemployed, so I only have 3 worker unemployment, which can do clerk jobs, technicians, miners, and farmers. So we are a stratified
research
ruler.
complete.
I have administrator and noble. Got some research that was complete. New research, got my coal gun done. I'm going to go ahead and do carrier operations, basic strike craft, and hangar bay.
Anomaly found.
Speed. Oh, we're going to leave B for now on that.
Construction complete.
I'm going to do 25%
research complete.
So real quick, I am going to go ahead and expand a Trappist because I feel like... Ooh. So real quick, I'm going to pause. I'm going to choose this. Energy credits from technicians increases 20% or research speed 5%. I'm going to do the research speed. That does help early on in early game. There's an anomaly. No. We will leave B for now. I don't think I want to risk it. Let's see what's going on in the archaeological site. Okay, a single worm-like creature of gargantuan proportions is responsible for the tunnels dug or either eaten through the crust of Epsilon Indy 4A. The process is slowing down, most likely because the giant worm is slowly starving. It is responsible for the dead vegetation once it fed by burrowing close to the surface and excreting the enzyme that broke down organic matter, which seeped into the soil to nourish the beast. The worm is not indigenous, and yet we found no clue how it ended up on the planet. So it is not an indigenous worm, but we have a giant worm pretty close. It's the movie Tremors, but in giant form. So we'll go ahead and keep digging. Let's see what we can see. I'm gonna assume somebody's gonna die. So Yuna Shmitsu, scientist of generic name. I hope you don't die too much.
Construction complete.
Alright, construction ships, you go ahead and build some mining stations. Build some research stations, other construction
Anomaly
ships.
found.
Oh yeah, we'll research that. That's routine. Go ahead and you build... Yeah, go ahead and build the starbase. We'll go ahead and do that now. I am going to go ahead and build a colony ship for humankind. It's going to take about a year to build. Ooh, what do we have here? Ocean worlds. Fascinating. Ocean worlds are unknown percent habitable to us.
System survey complete.
So we're going to go this way instead.
Construction complete.
It's not a very bright star, but we can see it.
Construction complete.
So I'll kind of go from there and just see what's going on. So Earth does not have... So what has Earth got here? We have building slots available for additional buildings. I don't need it for the population so far. I don't have the population for it. So I'll wait and see. Another excavation site discovered. Where did we discover this? I'm going to pause that. It says, take me to it. To Angle, the surface of Marok is utterly without precedent in all our exploration to date. Vast geological areas from mountain ranges to entire continents are suddenly cut by sharp edges far too geometrically regular to be natural in origin. The otherwise natural-looking environments are suddenly broken by entirely flat plains, perfect triangles, and sharply angled corners. At present, any explanation of this baffling phenomenon is pure conjecture. So we will assign a scientist to this. So this is in the Mufaric system, so it's an unsurveyed system, so we're still surveying it. So I'll go ahead and get out of there. So it's still pretty close to our empire, so this is something we could potentially do. Trappist does have a continental world, so do have my colony ship. We are going to go ahead and we are going to colonize Alpha Centauri. Where are we at? Alpha Centauri here.
Construction
Colonize the planet.
complete.
I'm going to go ahead and call the
Anomaly
colony.
found.
Go ahead and research that. I'm going to call the colony New Terra. That's a good name for it. Okay, a small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails was recently discovered in the Sol system. Its passing was uneventful. It's a good omen. We gained 40 unity from it. Alright, science ship is still working on. Okay, more unity. What can I do next? Okay, research. Their upkeep reduced by.
Situation log updated.
Oh, whoops, that was. I'll pause that real quick. Pops working with research have their upkeep reduced by 20%, or research station output. I'm going to do increase by 10% for now. Then I will do that one. Situation log was updated. Mount Graveyard Expedition. We've stumbled upon a starship graveyard on the surface of Marfic 4, the result of a titanic battle that occurred in close orbit thousands of years ago. A scientific expedition to study these ancient hulks and see if anything can be salvaged has been proposed. Yes, track on map. Where are we at? And go to. So, science ship that I have closest to it would be you. Come and research the project. Let's do that. Let's see.
Congratulations on having colonized a new world. Our colonists are now in the process of building their first settlement, but it will take time for them to become self-sufficient.
Great day for the Kingdom of Sol. An archaeological site has been fully excavated. Awesome. Let's see what the last thing tells us. Further scans of the planet's surface picked up a single artificial structure. It appears to be an old, abandoned science outpost of alien design, and it stands alone in a desert of dust and ash. Speculatively translated research logs speak of a biological terror weapon, one that lies dormant in the soil of the planet until activated. It then begins to consume the whole ecosystem with devastating speed. The unfortunate beings living there see their once verdant home turned inexplicably into a lifeless desolation. One excerpt is particularly ominous. The larva seeding project is on schedule, and soon most of the known habitable planets in the galaxy will have a sleeper. That is worrying. We gained some research from it, though. That is kind of terrifying that is what happened. But that excavation site is now done. The sim contains. Alright, science ship, you are now going to go ahead and we're going to continue to. Actually, we're going to continue to survey, though. So, survey. Actually, go ahead and go. We're going to go this way. We're going to go around it. Survey the system. Start going, because I just realized that Earth, I don't like Earth being on the border of my empire. I would like Earth to be kind of in the middle of my empire. Okay, so I think that also gives you relics. So, as far as I'm concerned, it's got 20 days left on that. Finish
Special project complete.
Alright, the team under Science Officer Ryan Crane has finished their expedition on Marfark 4 and returned to the HMS Goddard. Thankfully, the starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Alright, that is something that we will go ahead and do. I'm not meaning to do that. I'm not trying to search for anything at the moment. So go ahead. My colonies. The habitable world survey. I've surveyed 5 habitable worlds so far. Let's see. Construction ships. I'm gonna go ahead and build some mining stations. Build a research station. And then you are gonna build some research stations. Okay, where was it? Yeah, F2 brings up the situation log. Actually, it is traditions and relics. With those relics that I now have, I can sell to... Requires arcane. Okay, so far, because I'm playing with the new DLC, I'm playing with Ancient Relics, I'm playing with Distant Stars, Megacorp, Apocalypse, I'm playing with actually all the DLC, so I'm still getting used to some of the new stuff. Like I said before, I haven't played since before Apocalypse, so there is a little bit of a learning curve on how they've redone everything. Last time I played, I still had the ability to choose my hyperdrive type, or my FTL type, and so hyperlanes was one of the options, but I actually kind of enjoy hyperlanes being the only option now. Seems a little more structured, and you can create choke points in military battles, which is kind of nice when you're chasing down people. So I've got an excavation site here. I like the excavation sites. I think that's actually probably the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do some research though and figure that out.
Anomaly found.
Go ahead and research anomalies. I kind of want to start seeing what is in these directions out this way. While conducting surface scans of Delta Babylon's 6, Science Officer Yuna Shimzu and the crew of the HMS Fahrenheit discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered by alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to translate the text, so
Situation
go
log
ahead.
updated.
Translate the text. I'm gonna go ahead and go to it, and I am gonna have you research the project, and then continue to finish your survey system. Finish surveying. The leaders of my empire, and then so I like the ship designer. So they have an expansion plan, planets and sectors, a market.
Via the market screen, we can buy and sell resources. At first, this is merely an internal market, but if enough empires establish contact, I expect they might form some sort of galactic market.
So, okay, that's interesting. So New Terra is still building out their they're colonizing. So they're still building out. So we'll let them continue to do their thing. Earth over here is doing just all right. We are a 29 trade value.
Research complete.
Ooh, got some research done. Let's go ahead. Unlocks off-world trading.
Construction complete.
So what we're going to do is do some. We'll go ahead and do the hydroponics farming. I think that's a good bet for now. So it has been almost 20 years into my empire. We have a couple star systems. Got some good science going on.
Special project complete.
Intriguing. Science Officer Shimizu has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Delta Pavonis 6. Text contains a staggering amount of data, and the mural evidently serves as some sort of low-tech library. It describes, in broad terms, the collected technological knowledge of an alien civilization that dominated this region of the galaxy some 80 million years ago. A lot of it is already known to us, but the data does contain several promising leads for technologies we had yet to consider. There's enough data here to keep our scientists busy for decades, but we still need an orbital research facility to continue to translate the text. To continue the translation efforts. Okay, well, that's something we could potentially do. You continue to survey. I'll survey there. And there. Just continue to do that. So there seems to be a lot more things in each system. It's not like almost every system that we've gone to has had something in it to survey. Construction ships. I'm gonna have you go ahead and build. I need 62 more star.
Anomaly found.
Okay, go ahead and research anomalies. We're gonna go ahead and build another science ship.
Research complete.
2 of them. What do we research? AI speed, perfect. Helps with research speed. Colony development, 50%. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Delta Pavonis 2. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating. So now, this is actually a really good system to get, so that'll actually be
complete.
My next system. I'm going to go ahead and do Starbase there.
System survey complete. As we get done there. System survey complete.
Boom.
Anomaly found.
Build a starbase. We're going to go ahead and research the anomalies.
The government screen presents us with information regarding our empire and its government. Here we can see our ruler and any related effects.
Sonified science. The HMS Goddard crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the fact system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and the one that Science Officer Ryan Crane cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point again from outside our galaxy. Curious. So we get 142 society research and 150 physics research. So I will take it. Develop industry. So it looks like King William wants to develop industry. He is an aristocratic elite, and we have a feudal society. Our crown prince got frontier spirit and fortifier, so he wants to become a defensive militarist in a sense. But King William,
system survey complete.
You're 42. So engineering, whoops. Towed asteroid for some reason. Someone has towed an asteroid into stable orbit. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they'd begun. GeoZ refineries. Mining station output 10%. Miners 10%. We're gonna go ahead so this one's actually almost already done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that one since it's got some other stuff that it unlocks, because it allows us to build robots and other things like that. Oh, we found Sirius.
Anomaly found.
Go ahead and research the anomaly, Ryan.
Anomaly found.
Okay, here on Earth. It's the other anomaly. Yeah, go ahead and research that as well. Here on Earth, we have our population. We have one unemployed worker. Those are researcher jobs. So we're going to do soldier jobs. So if I remember right, what are these? What are they able to do? So artisan, enforcer, farmer. Okay. So resource silos. Do civilian. I already have civilian industries. Alloy Foundation based jobs. Minerals into alloys. Could do that. Alloy foundries. Entertainer jobs. The only thing is, I don't know specifically like where each subset of jobs goes. So who knows? Maybe. Precinct houses unity, decreases crime, and spawn defense armies. Research labs. Research turn consumer goods. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I will also go ahead and do another civilian industries. Just to have it done. Corporate.
This is where we met.
Go ahead, and I am going to recruit a general. Morale army damage. Okay, the readings originate from a small research outpost, which the Kingdom of Sol has no records of establishing or indeed authorizing. On the surface of Fact Villa, it is staffed by one human scientist, a fairly talented and industrious one. Of their research on Fact Villa is anything to go by. There is a problem with the records with regards to their identity, however. We have been unable to match them against official state records, and they refuse to identify themselves, save for stating that they are in exile. They have expressed an interest in returning to Earth and serving the Kingdom of Sol directly on the condition that the HMS Goddard immediately depart and no human ships ever return there. The High King welcomes the... I want to search it. Okay. There's nothing unusual about the research outpost itself. It is little but a temporary shelter erected against the savage elements along surface level planetary study for a limited time. Before it wears down, the conditions become untenable. The outpost is nearing the end of its lifespan, but the planet's intense chill has yet to critically degrade the impermanent structure. The equipment, functional, cheap, intended to be abandoned, is well used, and local databanks are filled with detailed but ultimately mundane accounts of the planet, as well as simple experiments that were carried out in its harsh environments. Curiously, no closer examination seemed to have been made by the mineral outcropping of the outpost foundation rest on. Scans by the Goddard indicate that the geological formation, a mountain mostly buried under ice, may be partially hollow. More alarming, Science Officer Ryan Crane reports that the sole inhabitant of the outpost, the mysterious exile, has gone missing and is nowhere to be found. Puzzling. Leader experience and charismatic. We'll go ahead and recruit some experience. Okay, a closer scan of debris field around Sirius B has led to discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic clock that measures time, and is 42 years and 3 days. The capsule holds no clues to what that date has been. Go ahead and let it do its thing. We'll keep an eye on it.
Construction complete.
Through our surveys of capital worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Earth. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued research of the strange life forms. That is excellent. This is also where I'm going to end episode 2 of the Kingdom of Sol. I'm going to go ahead and pause it real quick. Thank you for watching, and if you like and subscribe and leave a comment below, if you are subscribed to the channel and you leave a comment, you will get your name listed as one of my science officers, generals, admirals. Just leave a comment on what you would like to be. As I continue this playthrough, I don't know how many episodes this playthrough is going to be. I'm just going to keep playing it until it ends, until either I get annihilated or I annihilate the galaxy, one of the two. But thank you for watching, and you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching Stellaris here on my channel, where I play as the Kingdom of Sol. These episodes will continue to come out on a pretty regular basis. If you would like to be a science officer, an admiral, a general, or an explorer in this series, please let me know down in the comments, and please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.